Well, hello everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of the N10 podcast. And this is episode 16, I believe. And today I am, of course, Night Sky, and I'm joined by Key, Linkachu, N10 Cisco, Lazified, Radakul, The Litz, and Rox again. He was so nice in our last episode that we decided to bring him back for this time too. So, welcome Rox, welcome. And this is a very special episode, like I said, because we were at PAX East, we were in Boston. We're just chilling, and we decided, you know what, this would be the best day to do IRL version of the podcast. So,
in real life. If you didn't know what IRL means. For those, who didn't know.
Losers, I guess. No, I'm kidding. But first off, how was everyone doing? Feeling pretty good so far. We were at PAX yesterday. We were at the convention, and it's pretty nice. Everyone wanted to talk about how they felt about the whole event.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out with a hot take. First thing was I just didn't think the convention was as good. I think a lot of what we enjoyed about PAX East was Nintendo. Of course, Nintendo. PAX sadly was missing all of its AAA indies and developers and not indies. We lost them, bro.
Yeah,
we lost her. Miss you, Nintendo. But we also don't realize how lucky we were at a point where the last PAX East was right before COVID, and we got to see the last ever live Nintendo Minute. The last ever. N10 was at the last Nintendo Minute to ever happen live. That's crazy. Crazy, bro.
Yeah, we took a picture right here. It was really nice.
But even though I say that PAX East was still enjoyable, I think a huge percentage of it was taken up by tabletop games and stuff. It wasn't so much gaming. There's practically
there were
no anime.
smelly Yu-Gi-Oh players.
So many of them.
That
bro,
whole
Dungeons and Dragon Dwellers, bro.
Yeesh.
I could tell you there's at least I saw maybe 10 different vendors who were just selling dice.
Oh, 20, 30, bro. There's so many dice.
I've never fully played D&D before, so I don't know what the hell.
You just need one set of die, bro.
Yeah. Oh, you can never have too much dice.
Apparently,
bro. My girlfriend collects dice, and she's super into D&D. So if she sees this, you guys are in trouble. But
I was tempted. That's why we're recording this all now.
The thing is, they overcharge for everything. That's another thing about this PAX. I know everyone was charging so much, right?
Yeah, I said earlier, you gotta treat $100 bills like 20s here in Boston.
You can only spend so much. You were gonna go broke otherwise.
$6 on a bang.
Bang, bro.
$8 on a pretzel.
What the
$3 on a soda.
That's the same one, bro. Can't afford another one.
No, it's like $1.50 where I live.
No, but it was still all awesome. We got to meet some awesome people. We got to see lots of people.
I think it might kind of. No, maybe not. I don't know.
Oh, well, we were experimenting with the lighting beforehand too.
We're good.
You don't know if it's scuffed or not, but hey, whatever.
I'm tired of shit.
We can tell. We were about to shoot, and I'm like, let's wake up.
And we literally woke him up. I'm surprised he didn't fall asleep on the floor again like he has been the last couple of times, but at least he's on the bed. I think that's the more important part.
It's true.
I guess it's another point of topic. For some of you guys here, Rox and Lazy, this is your first time ever coming to PAX. What are your guys' initial thoughts? What do you think of the
I kind of second what Aiden said. Nintendo wasn't there, so it wasn't at its peak. But I was happy to just be screwing around at the convention with everyone.
That was the best point. Yeah.
I get to meet Aiden and Key and Rox the first time, so that's the staple of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's tired of the people already met already. What about you, Rox? What's your hot take on it?
Kiss a bunch of boys. I gotta do crazy stuff. Nah, it's fun though. It's only the people. I don't like any of the things that were at the PAX. I don't really play indie games like that. I don't do D&D. I don't do what was the biggest thing there? I can't even remember. The Discord. The Discord was the biggest. The Ninja Turtles was cool, but there was Borderlands stuff for me, but even then the merch was kind of lame. I don't know. I just like the people and the jackets. The merch was good.
The bomber jackets.
Sick
They were
jackets.
expensive.
We ended up doing more activities this time around.
Yeah.
We saw a couple of panels. I got to play a board game there, and we did Just Dance. And the bingo hunt.
True.
So it's gonna be in a couple vlogs.
Yeah, no, I think a huge part of a convention like that, especially with us as such a big group, we're not really going to attend the con or what the con. It's just us going and meeting at a place in general.
I kind of like that though, because it felt I don't know, at least since it was my first time going to PAX and meeting everybody, it was more chill than, oh, we gotta go here next, and then we're gonna be late for this. We gotta stay here at the like I don't really like staying at one place too long, like an hour or something. So I like that we saw a little bit of everything and just like hung out. It was mostly fun because we were like Just Dance. I wasn't gonna do that, but y'all stepped up and I was like, I gotta step up. And I still got last place.
Dude, he had the moves though. Like you'll see him, you'll see him like the other stuff. You're like, Mins was like,
Now Liz got first because he's a theater student.
Yeah, he's cheating.
Ah man,
It's love the ballet.
Nah, it was crazy.
that is real cool. Honestly though, like even if like the con itself wasn't as I guess vibrant as it was the last few years, like we still had fun because we met a bunch of old friends and new friends too. Especially we saw Bald Gamer.
Absolutely.
You didn't get followed back.
Don't talk about that. But we met him because we met him up last time at PAX 2020, so he was able to hang with us for most of the time. It was really fun. A bunch of other content creators too. I know, man. You made some new friends too, at least like on Twitter and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. We saw some familiar faces. We did bump in and talk to Abdallah. We were pretty sure. We're like at 70% sure we saw the completionist walk by, but he walked by so fast. We're like, that the completionist?
Yeah.
We're like, wait, was that the completionist? We're like, fuck, I don't know. And then he turns the corner, vanished, bro, gone.
I know.
So I don't know, Gerard, if you were at PAX, sorry, bro.
Same thing too. Like I remember, like I saw Ted Nivison like walk right past.
We
me.
were like, is that him?
But it was like someone started like if that was him or not. But at that point, like he was also like just kind of gone. He already had a crowd around too. I'm like,
It was it's tough to tell with the mask, man. It was kind of
It's
like
a crap.
you
Everyone
don't want
has
to just like
masks
walk
on,
up to some
it's
random
like,
dude. Are you this guy? The guy's like, who the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, oh, also PAX, bro, we're coming at you with a lawsuit. We're losing our arms to these fucking green wristbands, bro. You can't get them off.
Yourself, bro.
At Muya, we had to ask the guy with the
Oh,
fucking butcher knife, sir.
Yeah.
It's almost cut off our
Scissors
wristbands.
wouldn't work.
Bro, Cisco was at the street post, bro. He was at the street post.
Trying to
He's
knock
trying
it
to like saw it off, bro. He's like, I don't care if I lose my arm.
Tetanus right
I got
there, bro.
so desperate because it was so tight and it hurt so bad. Dude, I had a knife broke on it, like one of those plastic knives.
Plastic.
And then what I ended up doing is I grabbed like this metal pencil I have and I started just taking apart the fibers one by one, hundreds of fibers, until I eventually got weak enough I could rip it. And that took forever. Lazy was just there. I mean,
Yeah. I
That-
was.
Yeah.
You still got our
Scratched
marks?
my damn yeah. I've got like, it's hard to see, but there's a bruise and stuff right here still. And then there's like some cuts on my wrist.
Bro, Paxies are gonna have a lawsuit on their hands pretty soon, bro. I'm serious. Watch out, Paxies.
Alright, I think it's a good little time to cut in the middle here. We're going to continue conversations about PAX East, of course, but if you guys recall on Twitter, if you haven't followed us on Twitter, it's at N10YTC.
Link in the description.
We asked you guys for some questions, any questions you want to ask for the people here at PAX East to answer. Maybe even some dares, you never know. We haven't. I haven't actually looked. I don't know if anyone else has, but I haven't been looking at any of the questions. So
not many.
I'm just gonna start from the top here. It's actually a dare, and it's from our very own Rocks in the room.
I got this one.
I
got
He says, "I dare you to kiss the person with the longest hair in the room."
You're like a zoom in room.
Yeah.
You gotta do it. Go ahead.
Do it again.
Wait, long like facial hair or long other hair?
It's this long.
Well,
hair.
hair we talking about.
That's all you got.
If you have long hair down there, bro, I don't
Hey.
know
Hey.
what's going on.
Cisco, you want to pull up the next question? It's on the N10 Twitter. You can just read right there.
Next one's from Holly and Luke. What's your go-to restaurant at home?
Go ahead and answer.
Go-to restaurants?
Chick-fil-A.
No, I hate Chick-fil-A.
Go-to
Chick-fil-A I think Chick-fil-A is extremely overrated. Every time I go there, it's so expensive, and I get the smallest sandwich ever, and I'm like, not even that good, dude. But anyways, I've been really big on Raising Cane's.
Yeah.
I mean, but to go to like talking about like Chicago and I mean I don't know, man. There's so many places. We got Gene and Jude's, the best place to get hot dogs. And I've really been liking Pequod's. We got a Chicago trip. We went to Pequod's. I was there the other day. The pizza's just so good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Over in Florida, I was joking about Taco Bell, by the way. We got this
Mike here.
Japanese restaurant called Sakura,
Yeah.
and it's a great hibachi place. I always get chicken hibachi with my coworkers.
That's good.
That's the go-to up there.
It's funny though because originally I thought you meant like fast food, but then I was like, no, restaurant type stuff. So I think for me in Philly, there's this place called Flannel. They make it's kind of like just a bunch of like country barbecue type stuff, and so they have things like brisket, burgers, wings, all sorts of good like stuff that you would find like at a barbecue restaurant. It's just so damn good. I'm hungry. Thanks. Thanks for that question.
Aiden, what about you? What's your go-to restaurant, bro?
I haven't figured out Calgary yet, so Domino's is $6. That's all I can afford, bro. It's all I can afford. I'm a college student. What do you expect of me, bro?
Pizza
What do you think I'm gonna be a 5-star at the top of Calgary?
Yeah.
Definitely a pizza Andy at that.
$6, bro.
Bro, you can't afford pizza, but you can afford new games.
$6.
And 3DS games.
Hey, priority, bro. Priority.
True.
Priorities.
My fault.
The food is in one
Bro,
in one
$6
end, out the other.
Domino's though is insane.
$6
That is
Domino's
good.
is crazy.
Like,
And I'm talking
I'm
Canadian,
at least
bro.
paying double. And you're getting what? Medium large?
Get a bang for $6.
Medium for $6.
He's got a bait.
My personal favorite, it used to be Texas Roadhouse. I moved to Oklahoma and I spent like the shit to go to. But recently found this place called Crave Teriyaki where everything is just smothered in teriyaki sauce. It can be chicken, pork, beef, whatever. And then they serve fried rice straight out of the pan. It's awesome. Oh, shit.
One of our cameras just died.
It's alright.
No, it's ruined.
Alright, the rest of this podcast is audio only.
Nah, we saw Matt's camera. We're still good.
Yeah,
So we're like
7 minutes or so. No, just literally just turn that camera on and then we'll see the time. And then,
There you go. Yeah. We can still talk about it. It's still recording.
actually, it doesn't even matter because that's taking audio anyway.
Audio.
And then I try to do more and then it's gonna hurt.
Why do you have to do the big end?
That shit hurt.
Because if it's a smaller end, it was all going on.
I'm used. Are we gonna just keep rolling with it, or what?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, this is like obviously this isn't a professional podcast setup. You know, it's a hotel room. So excuse any of the stuff. I'm
sorry, you'll
Matt
see
Kenny,
the-
see
We're rolling
A's
again.
right there.
Yeah.
You'll see the movie.
Yeah, you got a
too.
nice angle.
We're back.
Yeah,
Cool.
Alright, cool.
Alright,
Back.
but yeah, no, Crave Teriyaki. It's pretty good.
That sounds awesome.
Who else? Did anybody else want to say?
Any customer food?
Those three.
No,
Yeah.
I cook.
Hey, there you
I'm
go.
the opposite. I only buy food.
TGI Fridays.
Really?
Alright, there you go. TJ Fridays.
Interesting.
Okay, good stuff.
I got a next question here, real quick. It's from our very own Dag, of course. Dag, we miss you. We love you,
Sorry
buddy.
you couldn't be here, bro.
Double
Dude,
G.
man. He asked, here's a good question. Who would win in a 1v1, Litz or Cisco?
Oh, funny you mentioned that because we
Yeah.
did an arm wrestling match just out of nowhere, and me and Cisco are equal in strength.
100% equal.
That's
There you go.
you gotta see it for yourself to believe it too. It's awesome.
Fight.
Of course, next question here is
real strong.
oh yeah, he definitely is. From Blazing Omega, one of our moderators. He asks, who is N and why is there 10 of them? I don't know.
It's definitely not N for Nolan.
Hey, speaking of which, we did meet Nolan in person. Shout out to you,
Hi,
Nolan.
Nolan. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hi.
We're N for no one.
Yeah, we're nobodies.
Oh, I thought that was so full. Actually, speaking of Nolan too, here, I'll take this next one as well. He asks, what's your favorite funny YouTube video that isn't N10 related?
The Rickroll. I love the Rickroll, man. I hasn't gotten tired of that one yet. Let me
You're
tell
one
ya.
of those heroes, aren't you,
Oh my God.
dude?
Hearing that every 5 minutes.
No, actually, one of my favorite YouTube videos ever is Metal Gear Solid Snake and the monkey from Ape Escape. That shit will never not be funny.
What?
It's Metal
the
Snake
same
from
game?
Metal Gear Solid
Yeah.
and the monkey from Ape Escape.
Can't go wrong with Crazy Frog.
True. Isn't that an NFT now?
Never mind.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. No, I think a classic, in my opinion, would have to be I think PewDiePie's Bitch Lasagna. I always find myself watching that sometimes. It's a really good video, really great song.
Are you okay?
Yeah, why?
PewDiePie's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, PewDiePie's awesome.
I like Celebration more. But Celebration.
That is Celebration is a good song.
Rox, you wanna read off that question? Bottom one.
Yeah, which one?
Bottom one.
Bleach.
No.
The one above that one.
Oh, Jerome. Hey, Jerome. What's everyone's favorite
Hi,
anime
Jerome,
of
we
all
love you.
time?
Favorite anime of all time, yes.
Oh, favorite anime of all time.
One Piece.
One Piece.
Ooh.
Compass left behind.
I have to say mine. One Piece is definitely getting up there for me too. I've been watching it nonstop. But right now, Cowboy Bebop, classic. It's my all-time favorite. And I I love it. Spike's a really cool character. I'll see you later, Space Cowboy.
All right.
Shit.
Classic.
Bingle. Song is good
Classic.
too. Classic Wolf of You.
No. Go Rocks.
Bro, I like Trigun. That's the best anime I've ever
Trigun.
seen in
That
my
was
life,
my
bro.
first anime.
Trigun is the
Oh,
best
right.
anime. I mean, what's it? What did you just say?
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop. That's better, but Trigun, you know, the philosophy, the peace and love, the Wolfwood, peace and love. He's just so good. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
I want to.
It's
Go for it.
My favorite anime, everybody already knows, is Bleach.
Bleach.
He said it.
I'll talk about
Not
it
Tide Pod.
You said One Piece.
Mine is Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Lazy.
I'm still watching a bunch, so I haven't really come to that conclusion, but One Piece is really getting up there.
Hey.
Yeah, there you go. And to the next one, please.
It's not One Piece because there are series I read and there are series I watch, right? So One Piece is a big one I read. I've watched a good portion of it, but I am not that big of an anime because it is your typical shonen anime that drags. And hey, I know I'm just a really bad anime watcher. So listen, I love Full Metal Alchemist. I love Samurai Champloo. I love Gurren Lagann. I love Naruto. There's so many anime I love. But there is one anime that I have watched, the first anime that some people don't consider an anime, but I have watched it consistently over and over and over and over and over since I was a kid to now as an adult, and that is Pokemon. Pokemon
True.
is hands
That's
down best anime.
I still go back and watch episodes, and it's still like hilarious.
Oh yeah, especially
It's timeless.
Indigo
It aged
League.
very well.
Yeah.
Indigo League is amazing. Like we were in that store the other day and they were playing the episode where they meet Sabrina for the first time.
That's such
a good arc.
Yes.
That's like actually a really good arc in the anime.
I'm gonna use my frying pan as a drying pan.
Who wants a jelly donut?
Just eat.
My favorite anime. I grew up Naruto, Attack on Titan, and then JoJo's took over my life for the longest time, and I was like, oh, there's nothing that can top it. And then I met a brand new family for 360 episodes, and that's Gintama. I'll never forget, bro. That is in my brain. I can hear them in my head when I go to sleep, bro.
Basically.
Gintama all the way.
That's
Good
good.
and I cut to the Alright.
Anime's fun though. You should watch some anime.
Yes.
Aiden, did you read out the question yet?
No, I haven't.
Go ahead and pick one. Pick one. Report.
Does Litz not know how to tell time, or has he been secretly playing Big Brain Academy in his free time? This is from
yourself.
Oh. Well, fun fact, I don't wear a watch.
True.
It's time to get a watch.
I don't think any of us do. Besides the nice guy.
I do. I got my Apple Watch.
I'll read this one. This one's a good one. Y'all prefer Breath of the Wild or Super Mario Odyssey?
Odyssey.
Ooh.
Odyssey, hands down.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
Breath of the Wild.
No, Odyssey.
I haven't even played more than like one level of Odyssey.
Really?
Odyssey's like really good as a
It's
Mario
so
game.
colorful.
It's so amazing. It plays so fluently. Like controlling Mario is like it feels like
Dude, it's just like sliding
but-
in and out.
But after playing 64, nothing will ever feel better than breaking Mario and having to go like up the fucking stairs. But like,
Man, dude, I'm just a huge believer. Like, I love Mario Odyssey. I hope we see something along the lines of that, kind of game come back.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, man. Breath of the Wild. I said this in one of my last videos, but I think people are forgetting just how impactful Breath of the Wild was when it came out.
Oh.
Just the overall emotions, just the hype.
That
I mean,
trailer.
it was the next generation of
Outrageous.
games.
That E3 trailer, bro.
Yeah, that E3 trailer, man,
I
everyone was
remember that.
shaking. Just
Yeah.
like, no way.
I gotta say though, like I would probably have to say out of both of them, Breath of the Wild. I would think Breath of the Wild would be better, just because I have vivid memories of playing it for the first time, like after getting the game at midnight, and then like literally sitting on my couch and like on the TV, just like walking through Hyrule. So cool. Odyssey was great too, but I feel like Breath of the Wild, yeah, it definitely had more. I guess maybe I use the word exploration.
You're
think
limiting Odyssey for its lack of exploration.
No, that's not.
Bro, I bet you couldn't find all those green moons.
I know. Do you have them all?
I do.
Like-
I bought 100% of the game.
Oh well, I'm gonna shut
I
up.
didn't get all the moons. It was the fucking volleyball one. I couldn't do it. It was so close too. But no, as much as I rag on it, there's reasons I don't like Breath of the Wild. But even still, all the reasons I don't like Breath of the Wild, and it's even why, I have 300 hours in that game. There's not many games that held my attention for that long. Like when that Switch came out, I didn't have it out of my hands. It was between classes, on the bus, everything. I would spend days on that game. Like, as a Zelda game, I don't love Breath of the Wild, but as a video game, it's one of my absolute favorite experiences on the Switch. It's still one of my most played games ever. Ever for gaming. It's an amazing time, you know? And I think only Breath of the Wild 2 will further that experience. Like,
I think that when it comes to Breath of the Wild, my favorite experience from it was staying up late for the E3
this man didn't even
presentation.
talk about Odyssey. He was just Breath of the Wild.
I don't care. Fuck Odyssey. I don't give a fuck. When it comes to the trailer, right? Cisco knows what I'm talking about. I stayed up late to watch that trailer because I knew they were gonna give us a new thing.
And just Switch presentation, yeah.
And it's just the music, the opening, the words, the sounds, the da da da. It's great. It made me cry. I was up crying too.
Oh yeah.
And then the game released. Still really exciting. It just wasn't as exciting because the lack of music is what kills it for me a little bit. But it's still in my top 3 Zelda games of all time. Yeah. Maybe even my top 10
I
games
think
of all time.
Odyssey, piggybacking off that, and with Odyssey, I think Odyssey, and this is just me, maybe no one agrees, but I think Odyssey would have been a stronger game had they put more Mario in it. Because Mario's it's just Mario being thrown in all different kinds of kingdoms. I'm like, the whole entire game I was like, where's Luigi? Where's Rosalina?
Yeah.
Where's Wario? Where's Yoshi? You know, and it's at the end you unlock Yoshi. But I was like, I want to see more Mario in this. It was a great adventure, but I was like, where's the Mario characters?
Especially, do you remember when you can go to what's it called? You can go to Princess Peach's castle, explore the Mario 64 area. Yeah. That made me feel even more frustrated because you're this close.
Yeah.
You're this close to all that, but then you're missing it. And then when they added Luigi for Luigi's Balloon World, what the fuck, man? The guy's just like, Mario, what's up? That's it. Yeah. Luigi's just floating, bro. He don't even get his own animation.
But if you look at the Odyssey concept art, there was so much Mario that could have been added into it, and they just cut it.
I don't know. Brad, do you want to read up this next question? It's from our very, very good friend.
All right, LDTV says, so what is everyone's favorite letter of the alphabet? And then there's another one, but I guess we'll start with
B for Brandon.
I like... Come back to me.
I don't even know.
I like Z for Zelda.
I like W for when you walk away.
What do you say?
Bruh.
Is it Z or Z?
Z.
Z.
Yeah, I know.
Z for Zelda. I was only saying that because I'm Canadian, bro.
I like, what do I like?
It is a pretty complex, but it's
a
a
stupid question. You guys couldn't come up with better stuff?
L. I like D.
He has a better.
Hey, yo, you'll like this, baby.
What the?
Here's another question.
Why do you like D though?
Yeah.
Why do you
Alright, read the second part of the question.
You're the only one to think of a reason.
Any good music recommendations? Question mark.
Oh,
He's
well,
perfect.
I'll go real quick too, because I could spend hours talking about it. I won't. But City Pop, huge advocate for City Pop. I love it. It has some of the best, melodies and just arrangements and harmonies. Sometimes, obviously, if it's Japanese, you can't really tell what it is. But even if that's the case, I just feel like just listening to it, just makes you feel calm or
Well, it's
nostalgic too.
because it's Japanese, you won't focus on the lyrics, so it works as good background music because you're not focused on it. When you're listening to English singing, you're listening to what they're saying, whereas then with something Japanese, it can be good background noise, especially when I'm editing. That's the kind of music I need.
Yeah, man, you can't be editing videos or doing homework to Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, but how much more you get done? Yeah. Yeah, that's my recommendation. Anyone got any good ones?
One OK Rock. When I was king, they're like a Japanese band, but then they're here in America, I think. And I don't know, they're just really cool band. There's a couple songs I listen to, but When I Was King is really cool, and I like the music video. Another recommendation would be I really like listening to Sean Wasabi. He does the sounds.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I forgot what that's called.
Oh, I know who you're
Something
talking
like
about.
that. Yeah.
He did the one Animal Crossing one.
Yeah. The Animal Crossing one. He does really good music. Look him up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say electric swing is my favorite kind of genre of music.
Yeah.
Right now, it's the 2020s, so it's like a return of the 20s
I saw
music,
that.
and
That's the playlist. Yeah.
it's like adding electric vibe to it, and it's just really catchy. I don't know.
That's sick.
It's the kind of stuff that I would dance to if I was at the club, but
Really?
you're never gonna hear that stuff.
The key club.
A good recommendation just for a song is Harvey by Hers. Just a really, really nice song, chill vibes. I love it. Heard it in a comic shop and was like, holy shit, this is a good song. But if you ever want just a good vibe to drive to, any good music, Nujabes is one of the coolest. Like, it's just like chill, lo-fi, hip hop kind of stuff. It's amazing. Lovesick Part 1 through 6, fucking fantastic. And also Kazuyoshi Saito, amazing Japanese artist, like a 70s artist, but in modern day.
Nice.
Yeah. You guys?
Got any good music recommendations?
Don't Think Twice by that one girl.
Let's like
You don't
some
even know,
Beetlejuice
bro.
music.
Big man.
Hikaru Utada, bro.
Let's only
Yes,
like
Hikaru
theater
Utada.
music.
I gave up on regular music. I just listen to video game music. If I don't, I listen to City Pop.
Yeah.
Maria Takeuchi, Miki
Yep.
Matsubara. That's two, in my opinion. Any song by them, hidden gem. Just roll with that.
As a YouTuber, you don't get to listen to real music because you'll fucking get DCMA'd on your stream. So you gotta be listening to Nintendo music so you can be like, oh, I can use this in my video.
Hell yeah.
Right, what about you, man?
I like everything that isn't country. I like my anime music now.
Country.
I still like my rap and hip hop. I still like all the throwbacks, the karaoke music, everything, bro.
Yep.
Anything that sounds good.
Anything that sounds good. I like
That's
it.
not country.
That's not country.
That's
So
not
what's
Old Town Road.
one of your favorite
Old
artists?
Town
What's
Road.
one of your favorite artists?
Well, obviously J. Cole, as you can tell by the chain and the 80 articles of merch I have,
Honestly.
and the little shrine I have with him.
Rocks?
Bro, we need to bring back the old like jungle music bass video game Japanese style, like where everything was hyper but ambient at the same time, like in a bunch of racing games, some old Sonic games.
Yeah.
There's a lot of underrated Sonic music.
There
Like they
is.
used a lot of
Sonic
hip,
is hip-hop.
yeah, they used a lot of hip hop too, but everyone only remembers like The Rock
Green
or
Hill
like Crush
Zone.
40 or something.
True.
Crush 40's good though. I love the music.
Yeah, they're great, but there's also a lot of
There's
like
also
hip hop
more, yeah.
or like Sonic R has like the whole playlist is just happiness,
Yeah.
in a song, in a album.
Who hasn't answered a question or like read a
I
question?
haven't read a question yet.
There's one from Zeko. It's kind of a dumb one, but.
Hey.
Alright, call him
I
out.
mean, just read it.
Who can punch Secco the furthest?
Cisco.
Shut up.
Cisco.
Alright, next.
It's no offense to y'all, but come on, you could have come up with some better questions.
Honestly.
Who can
Secco.
punch Secco the farthest?
I think we have like one more.
Dude, Nolan could probably.
no.
There's only one
Radical,
left,
bro.
so-
He's got like the
You
Lanky
read it, bro.
Converse.
That's true.
All right,
You're a lady, bro.
Final
It's a
question
punch.
is
It's a punch.
actually from my girlfriend, Kerberry YouTube. What is everyone's favorite fruit? She really wanted to know the answer to this one.
The pow pow fruit. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Non-fictional fruit.
Right,
She wants to
right.
know.
Bro, apples would go hard. Apples are always awesome.
Green
but
apple.
watermelon, bro.
Yeah,
No,
I was gonna
watermelon,
say that.
watermelon on a
Watermelon
summer
sugar
day, bro.
pie.
Oh,
Honestly,
sitting there, and then you eat the fucking seeds and you go. The seeds, bro.
Like a Deku nut.
That's good. I think for like if it wasn't watermelon, I'd say grapes. I like grapes. Like if
Oh,
they're-
green grapes. Not
green-
that cotton candy grape shit.
No, I don't like those. Are weird. Like with like the green, like the I guess like the
OG
reddish grapes.
grapes.
Those are good.
Strawberries,
I like those kinds.
bro.
No, I know it's kind of basic, but strawberries aren't my favorite.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but I love them, but sometimes they're sour, and I don't like the sour stuff.
Man, what's strawberries eating?
As of last year, I became a huge fan of pineapple.
Yeah, you just don't mind. I
Oh,
love
man,
pineapple.
he's gonna look
I
for that.
love
It's
pineapple and watermelon, bro. They all of it.
Ladies take notes.
Wesley, what's your favorite fruit?
You already
It's-
know.
Write that down.
It's either grapes or oranges.
Ooh,
Orange
alright.
juice.
Tangerine
Bro,
man.
Florida boy.
Tomatoes.
Not
The oranges.
We're about to have the
Bro,
debate.
Korean pears are the
Korean
best
pears.
because they're like apples, but they taste like pears,
Interesting.
and they're amazing.
I'll have to try one, bro.
They're thick and juicy. Or mangoes, because Spanish
Mango.
people know how to
Like the
do
Spanish
anything with
flavor.
mangoes.
He has two other questions. What's everyone's stance on pineapple on pizza?
No, bro, fuck
Disgusting.
that shit, bro.
No.
I eat it.
Nah, I don't
Nah.
like it.
I was raised on it, and never once I like it. Sorry.
All right.
Not it, bro.
Finally,
Just whatever.
everyone's favorite game, and that's the last question.
Let me just lead off. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Hey.
That wasn't a given, by the way. I've played it 50,000 times.
Yeah. Brad, go.
Assassin's Creed 2.
Pac-Man 99.
I don't know.
Bro, just name a
Bro,
game you
Borderlands
really
2.
like.
Game you play a
Yeah.
lot.
But just name a game
Borderlands
you really
2.
like.
Borderlands 2.
A game I really like.
No, your favorite game.
Favorite game.
I don't know.
Just name one that's up there.
Something you play a lot.
Legends of the Wind Waker.
I'm gonna, because I don't say it often. Yakuza Like a Dragon is one of the best games ever.
True.
Game Hearts 358 over 2 days.
Damn. Splatoon 2.
Wait, let me represent.
Jet Set Radio, baby. Jet Set Radio.
Hey.
Let me represent.
Just that radio.
Just Set.
And
Never played.
Minecraft.
I would want it.
Minecraft.
Alright.
Minecraft.
Well, that was everybody's questions. Thank you for submitting.
Yeah. Thanks for the questions, guys.
Thank you guys for watching the podcast. This is probably been a little scuff, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
First ever
Yeah.
IRL one.
It was weird. The hotel's almost too small to set it up in a good way. But
I
that's
think,
all right.
like, at least for future reference, too, like, I always, like,
We'll get a fucking manor, bro. That's what
yeah,
we'll do.
like, people have, like, big podcast rooms and everything, like, you know, the Yard,
Come on
Misfit-
now.
or Misfits
Well, we got
podcast,
8 of
all
us.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem. We got 8 fuckers in this room, bro.
That was
no,
got scared.
Yeah, you guys don't want to be in this room.
I guess for like the last like bit of the podcast, I don't know how long we've been going for. Probably for a good
I
while.
saw
know
Kiss.
I have plenty of the time.
I know Cisco's got to get going really soon, so
What if we all just had an
I guess
8-person kiss?
just say what your favorite part of the trip was, Cisco. I just want to know.
Oh.
Favorite part of the trip? Oh man, I'm getting a little choked.
You already did this
Dude,
last
I mean, there's so many good moments. I really, there's always the big moments like last year or last time when we had the Animal Crossing and all that. That's all great, but man, I really love the small moments of us like just being in the hotel room like how we are now, just vibing, talking. That's always cool. All the little goofy moments we have and the late night giggles. But in terms of everything we've done, honestly, I really enjoyed hanging out with Baldy because I mentioned this. Like, this will be my third time mentioning this, but I really enjoyed that when we were hanging out with Baldy. I looked around and I was like, 2 years ago we did this exact thing, and now it's 2 years later and we have all grown. We're still chasing that dream. We're all working hard, and it felt really good. I was like, I'm in the right place, So I really enjoyed
awesome.
that. It kind of rejuvenated my
Creative juices.
yeah.
And on that too, like Cisco mentioned, it has been 2 years since PAX 2020. Like obviously they canceled it last year in person, and so seeing everyone again too, like it's been awesome. I've seen some of you guys the road trip and other stuff from last year, but being together and like showing how like proud we are to be members of N10, just like showing how like great our community is. Like it's been awesome. It's cool to do stuff like this, like podcast episodes, other stuff too. This is why we do it too, to have fun. All that good stuff.
Absolutely, man. No, it's crazy. I mean, like, I've been horrified for like 2 years because like COVID happened, and I live in a different country than all of you. Whereas like domestic flights, they can happen easy, no problem. But like I had to fucking scrape and claw to get here. Like I had to do so much paperwork, stress until the last second of fucking getting on that plane, because at any point in that airport, they could be like, sorry, you're going back home. Like any point. So it's horrifying. Like man, and it's so much money. Cause like, and I can't risk that. Like we were supposed to go to Oklahoma earlier in the year, but there was just still too much of a risk with COVID that at any point, one, I could get turned around and still have $1,000 plane ticket that just goes to waste. It won't get my money back. It won't be returned. Or I could have fucking been in, like I could have gotten stuck there. They could have denied me access back to Canada. Like it's horrifying. It's definitely scary. But man, like after all that scraping, clawing, screaming, sitting in the VC waiting for all the boys to come home while I'm sitting at home, they're all across the country having a good trip. Man, it is insane to be here again. Like, it's crazy. Like, 2 years later, we're in the exact same spot. And even though it's such a struggle to get out here, it's just as good as I imagined, bro. Just as good as I dreamed.
Happy
Nah, man, what do you think? This is your hometown. What do you guys say?
Man, y'all always coming right to my doorstep. So cute. So
you knew how expensive everything was.
Nah, so like man, like I just be stepping on my backyard and the boys are here and it's so cool, and like all these years going to school right in the city, I'm like, man, I'll be walking down all these places and I'm gonna show the boys all these places, and then we're just living my dream.
And then
every
once
single
we
trip we
leave,
do
it's
these.
just like.
And then once they leave, my last PAX East, I cried like a bitch. I was so sad. I would go to I literally went to the Godfrey Hotel and just walked around the lobby. I looked like a biggest loser ever. And I was just crying. I was like, man, we met right here on this floor. And it was crazy. But yeah, it's just super cool seeing all the boys back out here. And,
just imagine Red on a random Saturday night going into the hotel room.
I'm so tired right
He does it like every week.
The staff is like, it's that guy again.
One
The staff is like, oh, it's this guy again, bro.
It was one time.
They're
It was the day
the
after.
new trainee. This Matt just in the lobby. He's like sniffing the chair. He's like, I remember when Cisco started.
Like,
and they're the new trainee's like, were we gonna do something? And they're like, nah, it's just his regular thing. He'll go soon. Let him just cry a little.
I'm like,
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look where we're at right now. I'm looking at the time.
Yeah, just I want to make sure, like, if this is going off to the hour mark, then.
We're only 30 minutes in.
Oh,
37
dang,
minutes.
okay. Never mind.
He's trying to end the podcast, bro.
He just wants to end
No,
it.
we're having a good time. I just want to, like, keep
No,
track.
remember we have SD cards, so we shouldn't go like an hour anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll go a few more minutes ish, I should say.
Yeah.
We have what's up 11 here.
All right.
But no, I mean, yep. This is our PAX journey. It was fun. I think, like we said too, it was more important just for all of us to hang out and not worry about the con so much
Oh, yeah.
too.
No, I think I enjoyed it more. Like, I got to see so much more Boston. I also got an extra day this time too, which is crazy.
There you go.
Yeah. I think that this trip is definitely a good way for me to, like, not exactly end it off, because it's like I'm never coming back to, like, hang out with you guys. Like, no, fuck you. But
Like, this is it.
I think I am going to be taking a little bit of a break from trips just to, like, kind of focus on me and, like, building up some money, because every single time I go on these big, expensive adventures with y'all, I'm always, like, just barely able to do it. Like, I'm living paycheck to paycheck now with my own place, so, yeah, definitely just going to make sure I have money so I can just do this on a whim whenever I want, and not have to, like, work extra hours or, like, watch my money or whatever. So,
Yeah, it's only until you are all famous, then you don't have to worry about that.
yeah, no, I'm watching you guys.
Yeah.
I'm becoming a famous Kingdom Hearts YouTuber.
Consistency.
Yeah, consistency.
Yeah,
Thank you, Boggy.
Yeah. Anyone else?
The camaraderie was there this time.
What does that even mean?
The friendship.
Camaraderie.
Dude, you're a fake friend. Get out
I don't know. I've never heard that
It's a
word.
film student
Camaraderie.
vocabulary.
Camaraderie.
Like we were just
Calm.
really close.
Oh, yeah.
this year. You know?
Yeah, the bond. Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. That's a good point, actually. I felt very bond. 2020, we were still kind of like learning all each other. Right?
Or it's like, yeah, like
we're all excited to be around, but I don't know. This time it was very like.
well, it's like we get up, like me and Cisco, we're on VC at 3 in the morning the night before we're supposed to take off. We get off the Discord call, and then 6 hours later, here I am, right next to Cisco, bro. Like it just,
Mad.
and we talk all the time, every day. I talk to all of you, like every fucking day. So it's just continuing the conversation, but where I get to fucking kiss Litz on the head. Like
Even-
that.
They kiss on everybody.
I said I would, bro. I didn't.
Even when you're miles away, your friendships last forever.
We are his lobsters.
My lobsters.
He's
My
the main
lobsters.
protagonist
Oh,
now.
make sure you don't turn off the
He clicks delete.
Being a lobster roll.
Yeah.
Alright.
Food, bro. That was good food. No, but hey, man, it goes to show too, like maybe like next PAXs or whatever, you know, it was awesome because we met, you know, people like Nolan and you know, Bali, but like, you know, if you guys are ever like, you know, going to cons too and we're there, don't be afraid to hit us up. Say like, hey, I want to meet you guys.
Yeah.
You know, we don't bite. Maybe he does, but like,
Yeah. Sorry, by the way, to the people that wanted to meet us, but then they didn't realize that we were only going to be at the con Friday.
Yeah.
So that,
But
Yeah,
you know,
a lot
if
of
you,
people were like Saturday. It's like oh.
but if all of you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe, we could build an audience and have a panel.
True.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
good
we have a
word.
panel.
You do want that, yeah.
We'll
That's
get
a
a
media there.
We'll get a Sunday panel.
Yeah.
Sunday
the
night.
cheapest.
After the floor closes. Sunday night.
Hey, we're in.
An even better episode of the IRL podcast too.
Sunday night by the door out.
I guess that's another thing. Where do you guys want to see N10? Since this is like, we're getting close to our 4 years, right? So where do you guys want to see N10 in the next like 4 or 5
Billboard
years?
somewhere.
Billboards.
Next 4 or 5 years.
Where do you want to see this channel go?
To the
This
moon.
road. This road.
To Canada. Come to Canada, guys. Come on.
Come to Canada?
I feel like, so right now we're hitting our 4 year. Man, the amount of accomplishments we made. But, you know, I just hope we continue that momentum. I hope that we push on to 8 years and are like, wow, that went by quick. We feel like we're still just getting started.
We should all get together and watch a Mario movie.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
But no, yeah, like, and I especially want to see all of us grow. You know, I'm definitely, there is that little bit of impatience in me of like, okay, I'm ready for us to be like in the big leagues, you know? We're still in the small leagues, and I'm like, come on. So I'm hoping like about 4 or 5 years we're all like really up there. I'm not saying like millions of subs, you know, but I'm saying like, you know, we have a comfortable amount of growth, you know, where we're
A
like,
nice
yo,
humble amount of like 50,000.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know,
Well, we're there,
something
we're
like
like, hey, we made it.
Absolutely. I agree.
It doesn't even have to be subs either. Like it could be like how Steph he stopped doing YouTube, but like that man grew a lot too. Like he's in bands and doing shows and stuff. Like really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good point. We need to wrap this up because camera storage is going to run out.
True. I'll close it off with this too. Like I feel like in terms of like N10's future, like all of us are, we're driven in our own regard, but we all love that. That's the whole reason why N10 was founded, is just showing the support for each one of us. And we've done that multiple ways. We've had big events, we've had small events, but I think the key factor is, like, as long as we keep continuing to do that, that's how we expand our audience. That's how we make our presence known. Like I always go back to because I rewatched the vlogs before coming back here. And the 2020 PAX were like, we were at the Nintendo booth and everyone was like cheering. Hollywood was saying like, oh, these guys were here beforehand. They know how to throw a party or whatever. But like, just getting like that recognition and saying like, hey, this is who we are. This is what we do.
Like when Baldy said, we know how to have a great time.
Yeah, it is. But like just doing that and showing exactly like who we are. I think I would love to see that continue and just and because of that, like, who knows what can happen. Like and possibilities are endless. I think it's real likely that'll happen too.
Yeah.
I'm excited. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for us right now. Thank you guys so much for watching and for listening. Apologies for the scuffness, but we made it work. Also, check out all of our channels and our socials. Links are in the description below. All good stuff. You guys want to say anything before we end here?
If you want my day one fit, I'll link it to you on Amazon.
Yeah.
Chains and all.
Yeah, dude. I gotta say, man, everyone came drippy yesterday, dude. It was nice. It was real good.
A couple of thank yous and shout outs. Bald Gamer, thank you for hanging out. Nolan, thank you for hanging out.
Papa Agron.
Papa Agron,
was
Papa
awesome.
Agron, thanks for hanging out.
Staff, shout out to you, dude.
Ooh, we met quite a bit.
Some of the Mats guys,
yeah,
we did
8-bit of fun.
8-bit of fun.
Acid movie.
Oh, we running low still for everything.
Well, we're scraping by.
We're running out of views. I think that's basically it for us, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Thank you for watching. Bye.
Take care.
Stay bright.
Bye, everyone.